this is how the world is now. You have one of two paths to choose from. I look at it this way: one of two paths, right? Two paths in total. You have to choose either one of two paths. Either I call it the traditional route and the untraditional route. Really, what this just means is traditional route. You probably already guessed it. It's a regular standard 9 to 5 job, white collar. Even throw blue collar work in there. It's pretty much all the same. I'll put all that in one category. The traditional route, 9 to 5 work, 40 hours a week, stable paycheck. Things aren't even stable with this path anymore. Due to AI, automation, all that shit's gonna sweep everything over. It's already happening right now. Like AI hella layoffs from all the industries. Now everyone's kind of concerned. If you're not in these two certain categories, pretty much for the most part, everyone's concerned in this category, in this lane, of whether their job is even going to be around in the next 5 to 10 years. Obviously for each person it's to a different degrees, but the point is still the same. Is AI going to replace what I'm doing in the next 5 to 10 years? It's kind of what is on everyone's mind these days with that traditional path. And even this traditional path isn't even safe anymore. Like what I said in previous videos, American dream is dead. And with the traditional path, I also want to say you can kind of trickle this down. Okay, so two paths. The first path I just briefly described. With the traditional path, I look at it as the entry-level job market, and then the other one is entry-level job market. And with this path, it's entry-level job market, and then there's the career job market. So what I mean by this is entry-level job market stuff that requires no degree, no experience, no 3 to 5 years of experience, no really skills, like something a high schooler can do, right? And then there's the other one, which is the career job market. So like the opposite, stuff that requires 3 to 5 years of experience, or certain years of experience, certain degrees, certain skills, certain certifications. And both of them are really cooked. I've already explained this in previous videos. I'll bring up the story because I'm never gonna stop talking about this. Because like I said, if you have been following the past few weeks on my channel, I've just been trying to get a job, literally just entry-level minimum wage job, by the way, for the past few weeks. And even that's brutal because this one example I'll bring up again that I mentioned in previous videos. I applied to Vans, which is a retail store. I'm sure you've already heard of it. And I applied online, and then I walked in person to introduce myself, show face, put a face to an application, basically give me a better chance of landing that job. And I talked to the manager there, and he said there was also 500 applicants competing basically to get that one part-time entry-level retail job over there, by the way. So, and that's just entry-level job, and that was just an entry-level job, by the way. So, and there was already 500 other applicants I was competing with. So that just really shows you how cooked the job market is, even just on an entry-level job market level. But also, I can't even imagine, if that's how bad it is right now with the entry-level job market, I can't even imagine how bad it is with career jobs, stuff that requires experience. Like I said, it's experience, degrees, certificates. Oh my God, so cooked. So that path is path number one. That's pretty much already going to hell, already pretty cooked, and it's only going to get worse with AI within the next 5 to 7 years. It's already taken over all the jobs, all the white collar jobs, so that path that used to be considered safe is no longer safe anymore. One, because like I said, AI and automation only getting better and better exponentially over time. And two, just you're competing with so many people. Forget even AI, you're also just competing with so many people for entry level and career jobs that it's absolutely insane. The competition is insane. For around 40 years ago, the average amount of job applications someone had to send was to land something was around 3 to 5 jobs, I believe, somewhere around there. And now it's over 1,200 just to land a job nowadays. So that's path number one, route number one. The second route is the untraditional career route. So basically this consists of, you could probably already think of some. This would include professional athletes, content creators, streamers, day traders, entrepreneurs, freelancers. That's just 6 right there in the untraditional path that I just listed. I'm sure there's probably so many more I haven't even like brought up, but those are like the main 6 I can think of on the top of my head, just to give you guys kind of an idea of what I mean by untraditional career paths. You know, and even that is cooked because I can even bring up an example in a second, but that is also very competitive, because now everyone kind of, I want to say everyone, because, you know, not everyone can be, not, we can't have our entire society be within like doing untraditional career paths, right? Like not everyone, like they say, not everyone can be a streamer, right? But slow, like I said, not everyone, but a growing number, a very fast growing number of people want out from the path one, the traditional system, because they're realizing all the things I just said within the past 5 minutes. And now a ton of people are trying to go towards the untraditional career routes, and those are getting saturated because there's just so much competition. Even if you don't have to worry about AI and stuff like that as much as with route number one, but it's just so much competition over in that realm as well. Like I'll even bring up the prime example that's happening right now, Streamer University. If you guys are living under a rock and don't know what that is, basically Kai Cenat's Streamer University, they just started it, and it's just basically, if I'm not mistaken, it's basically just like a school, but for like streamers. Basically, it's like a university, but literally for streamers, like literally within the name. So basically, to kind of grow, it's kind of like a place for all the streamers to connect together and grow and do streams together. And like Kai Cenat's basically the main head of it, stuff like that. So that literally just started. If you have been living under a rock recently. And the reason I bring that up is because even with that, something like that, like how everyone's trying to become a streamer and shit and go the untraditional route, there was so much competition just to get into Streamer University, dude. I think I don't know how I remember this information, but like I think there was, easily a million streamers that all applied to Streamer University, and I think maybe they only had like 1,000 people or less, maybe even get into Streamer University out of the 1 million plus applicants. So that just shows you it's so saturated. And not to say that it's not possible. I mean, that's why people are taking a risk, trying to become professional athletes, streamers, content creators, entrepreneurs, YouTubers, freelancers, just go the untraditional route, right? But even that route is, like I said, just so many times already, saturated, so much competition, and it's not guaranteed either that you'll succeed, because, only like a certain amount of people make it within each field, like make it to the top, and this whole like we're all gonna make it is just not true. It's just like this idea that's been going around the internet. We're all gonna make it, bruh. We're all gonna make it. Me and you, yeah, we're gonna make it, bro. We're gonna make it one day. I mean, I love the optimism and all that stuff. I'm all for it, but it's like you gotta look at reality, dude. Not all of us gonna make it, even with the traditional or untraditional. But I guess even with the untraditional routes, like stuff like that, like streamers and stuff like that, like we're not all gonna make it. Like content creators, like only a few percentage of people get all the money, all the attention, and all that stuff. So all that to say is you got to really pick your poison. I don't know what else to say, like describe it as. It's really just pick your poison, because neither route is really safe. There's no guarantee of succeeding in either route. Gen Z isn't going to retire like the whole traditional route, like pension funds. We're not going to have that. We're not going to be able to retire in the future, Gen Z. And so it's really just pick your poison, and you got to choose something, but just know that nothing's really safe anymore, and you got to kind of pick your poison and figure out which route you're going down, and really just commit to it, and just understand that we're not all gonna make it, even with all the optimism and stuff like that, like we're all gonna make it, but reality, that's just not how reality works, unfortunately. So yeah, I just want to bring this up because I thought it was an important topic, especially with Streamer University starting up. And yeah, like even with Streamer University, like if you weren't already a big streamer, or you weren't like selected like Kai Cenat, like if you weren't already a big streamer, or you weren't in that minority streamers that just got started and like were lottery picked to get into Streamer University, you weren't gonna make it in. I'm so sorry. Too many applicants, and only I think I want to say confidently say under 1,000 people got in, something like some crazy ratio like that. So yeah, just didn't really have a lesson to make in this video, but just wanted to let you guys know that now it's really, things are getting more competitive in either route you choose, and nothing is really guaranteed with either route. And you just gotta choose one thing, commit to it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.